You want to make fun of Bert while we're on here?
So
home is where the heart is. Is that a terrible song?
I've never witnessed this many cameras.
And you'll never see it again. Never see it again. It's home where the heart is. Not according to Bert. That's what Mike said. Now that I'm dry snitching.
Dude, I just tried to change it, and then it put us all back. Weird.
This is why we're doing this, Mike.
Welcome, everybody. Happy hour. We are trying things out, so stick with us. But
or don't stick with us. We really don't care.
Yeah.
If you want to come and hang out with us, let us know. There it is, Ty. How's that look? The white background.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
There it is. White for the win.
Right there.
That's me.
Everything.
I'm Mike. Oh, thanks, buddy. What?
Yeah. Look at that. We're fixing the cameras for all the other
shows.
Stuff. Steve Waldman, what's up, bud?
Yo.
Hey, Steve's he's
always there. He's always there.
Trooper. Are you? Hey, Steve, if you didn't drop by and say hi, how are the Mets doing? How is our audio? How is everybody's sound? I need you.
We sound great.
We do sound great.
I can hear it in the headphones. We sound amazing.
I got to check us out on. Is this on
Facebook? It's on Facebook, YouTube.
YouTube's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we sound
blurry.
real.
We're blurry on the main camera.
What's that?
Blurry on the main camera.
Blurry?
But that's just camera lens focus stuff. We can fix that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. That's easy fix stuff.
Audio is good. Mets up 5-1. Mike said it's a good time to bet against the Mets. Bet on the Mets to lose because of the odds, I guess. Do you really would live bet that right now, Mike?
You ain't got the
what's the
it's just if it's anything like June, yeah, like that's the right bet, right? It's just knowing they're going to give it back. I mean, it was 12 times in June where they're up by more than 3 runs and they gave it back. So, yeah, that could.
Well, one thing I know is my month, and it's definitely not June.
It is no longer June.
It is July. And I heard the Mets are undefeated in July.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. I hate when people say that. Oh, the Mets are undefeated. That's the nauseating optimism of Mets fans as a fellow Mets fan that I hate. We've sucked all year. Don't tell me we're undefeated in July and it's July 2nd. Like, don't be cute. It's no time to be cute.
You gotta hang on to something.
No, you hang on to the fact that Steve Cohen called his own press conference to tell us nothing.
and to show us a puppy.
2 years to bring back the black jerseys. We didn't ask you to create something new. Everybody's unleashing these cool. Where's our City Connect jerseys, Steve Cohen? Give us something, because you damn sure ain't giving us a good baseball team. I'm so sick of this guy, Steve Cohen, with a suspiciously young wife. Why does she look so good?
Because he has a lot
I was
of money.
going to say she's not that young.
No, for real. Maybe I'm looking. Okay, maybe I'm thinking.
She does look great. I mean,
she looks too good for him.
Yeah, he wears quarter sleeve sweaters, like those ones that, like, I don't know,
quarter sleeve sweaters.
Those, yeah, they have the quarter zip.
Oh, the
sweaters,
okay.
yeah, and then you put like a button down inside it. Like, I mean, he just looks like
the sweaters that
cardigans. Cardigans.
Yeah, he like two.
Cardigans are the ones that the big sweaters with like Mr. Rogers. That's a cardigan.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a pullover.
Like he dances like this at weddings.
Yeah,
very good.
When you got that kind of money, you can bag whatever you want to bag.
I'm Steve Cohen.
Well, hey, Steve Cohen.
Yes.
Fire everybody. Bench people. Fire Buck. Do something. I don't care what you do, honestly.
Sell the players.
Do something.
Sell everything.
No, isn't everything on sale?
The floorboards, whatever. I don't care.
At least give us some jerseys to buy.
Like, you got something. A good, I don't know.
I want Steve Cohen to not be an asshole. How about that?
Yeah, your best concession stand guy, like, he should be sold too.
5-7. It's 5-3 in the seventh inning. Bullpen just gave up a 2-run home run. Of course they did.
Mike, you should have bet it. You should have bet it, Mike.
I told you, man. I told you.
You said it's the seventh. You said.
Yeah. What I've been, the thing that I've been hitting hard and it's been working. It's like DraftKings. Like if your team's up by 2, like you win. Like if you bet the money line and the team takes the lead by 2, you win. I won 6 times in the month of June. They were all Met bets.
That's amazing.
And the Mets lost every single one of those bets except for one.
I mean,
so
way to capitalize on your team's misery.
yeah. Well, not even misery, just the fact that the offense is clearly there. It's just like the pitchers can't do anything to help us. It's
Yeah, the one thing that we paid a bunch of money for, and it's the one thing we suck at. Is
yeah,
pitching.
bullpen. Well, it's the bullpen. It's the guys that after the starters leave. Also, like ESPN just keeps glitching. Like, it's-
Streaming service. 2 Americas.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
What else were we talking about? The people that say, "See you next year on December 31st." Is that good? Is that like a good thing for people to do? Like, if you say that to me, I automatically think you're a fucking asshole.
Sure.
Like, I'm never gonna like you. Yeah, them zip up sweaters you're talking about. If I see you wearing that, you're an
Well, just you're an asshole. Like, there's, yeah, I don't know. Like, there's dad jokes definitely. I think he loves those. Like, I'm the first person to do this all year, right? New Year's Eve.
What was that? So somebody who's on New Year's Eve, and then it's like 12:01.
Yeah, he does
And
like a
he, like-
moonwalk. He's like, I'm the first person to moonwalk all year. Like, yeah.
Yeah, asshole. That's that kind of thing. That's asshole stuff. I don't like that. I
Oh,
don't do
that's
that.
great. That's great.
Yeah. Damian Lillard. I'm glad he made a decision.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's saying that he only wants to go to Miami. Like, you don't get to be indecisive for 3 years and then tell me exactly where you want to go. Like,
Well, he just did.
Doesn't that hurt? Like, wait, I don't know. It's like, I really want this car. Okay, so we're going to sell it to you at full price. You know, like
Yeah.
when you tell somebody you want to go somewhere, like 1, you're probably not going to go there, or 2, you're going to pay premium dollar to go there, or take a pay cut. So I don't know.
Gave up that lot. Of course he did.
Who did?
Bring up.
Yeah.
We went from a year where we knew every single Mets pitcher on the rotation and in the bullpen to I only know 2 guys.
Yeah.
3.
It's brutal right now for sure. I mean, you know, the bullpen of the Mets is just utterly garbage. Like there's not, you can't say anything good about it. And it stems off the whole, if Diaz is there and they made the transactions they did, like you wouldn't be saying that day in, day out. But the second Diaz is no longer there, it's just like, oh wow, this is trash. So
Yeah, and Steve Cohen didn't do a fucking thing about it.
It has to be a Trumpet Time t-shirt. Matt?
That was actually the song, the
I
music.
don't know. Yeah, I
Trumpet
think it
time.
comes to that after. Yeah, but also it's very loud.
That was annoying.
They'll be all right. They'll be
You
all
know,
right.
loud. Yeah.
Fucking trumpet time. I thought it was going to be like some Trump shit you said.
I wanted some trumpet.
There has to be some Trump time.
We went to the game last year, and the music came on. I was like, yo, it's like WWE entrance.
Yo,
you know?
it was. Yeah, I
It was
can't
lit.
wait to have that back. His brother Alex is doing his thing right now for the Reds, by the way.
Does he use the song?
And he did a few times. I don't know if he's still doing it, but the Reds are on fire. He's on fire, and the Mets almost had an opportunity last year to bring him on. And I'm just telling you, if they would have, you wouldn't. We would have shirts that say Edwin Who. Like that's how good this guy was, for sure.
So why didn't that happen? Oh, Steve Cohen. Steve Cohen just not doing
I'm
his
gonna
job
say
correctly.
Billy Epler. You know, like I don't know if any of his trades or transitions have really panned out at all. Like the JD Davis trade, we're watching that with the Giants right now. You know, that got us Aaron Ruff. The Mets got Aaron Ruff from that, and then Aaron Ruff turns around and gets DFA, and then rejoins the Giants. So we literally traded the guy just so that guy could go back to the Giants and have all the Met players. So you got Wilmer Flores doing the Giants, Michael Conforto, and J.D. Davis. So 3 ex-Mets are now playing against you in a 5-3 ball game, and it's crazy to think that. And I get that. Like, you know, Wilmer did his thing with the Mets in 2015. I can't believe he's still playing. That's remarkable. But JD and Conforto, like those are two guys that were marquee players for a long time, and that's gonna be a base hit.
We're watching the game live for those who don't
Yeah,
know. Good for the
Welcome to the
I
Mets.
think it's
watch
5-4
party.
now.
Yeah, it's like a watch party. We're just messing around in the studio. This is not a real show.
Ty, I told you I should bet this. I told you it's 5-4 now.
Yo,
I told you, bro. I told you. It
The
was like
Celtics told Marcus Smart he was safe a week before they traded him to Memphis.
plus 1,700, and I
yo,
should
I would say that I like that we got rid of Marcus Smart and brought in bum ass Porzingis. Like,
That helps
I'm-
the Sixers.
I think that makes the Celtics worse. I don't know. I don't like that move for them at all. But I love it for us. I'd rather see Porzingis in the playoffs than freaking
I feel
Marcus Smart.
like Marcus Smart was the only guy during the playoffs that like really gave it to the Sixers. You know what I mean? Like it just felt like that guy always had the ball and was able to score every single time. Like I think that's a dumb move by Boston, but also like yeah, you're right. Advantage Sixers. Like
Yeah.
so.
It's not advantage if everybody is getting signed and we're
We're
just
not.
not doing
Yeah.
shit.
Fair.
I don't understand why the GMs of my teams are fucking useless pieces of hot garbage. Daryl Morey, you fat walrus bitch. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Jalen McDaniels, you traded for him, and now you just let him go to Toronto? A division rival. I know divisions don't matter in
I
NBA.
didn't know left. He gave time with Toronto.
Who?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Again,
breaking news for you, bud.
That's crazy.
The one of the two guys we can't lose Anthony Melton or it's over. Pack it up.
That's
Shake's
great.
gone.
Shake's gone. Niang's gone. So now we got to do a bunch of vet minimums because we still got James Harden on the roster. I told you guys this is going to be a clip, and I hope there's some Sixers fans. Leon is now in. Just gave up a RBI double to JD Davis 5-4. Yeah, Mets are going to lose this game, even though they're winning right now. They're going to lose it. Book it. So,
Book it.
what was I saying?
Sixers.
Daryl Morey, that fat walrus bitch.
Yeah, fat walrus bastard, letting everything happen. James Harden with his fat suit. Oh, all the people are signing with the team. Trade them for whatever. And oh, that's right. That's what I was saying. Ty and all the Sixers jumped in last year when I said, actually the last couple of years, but especially after this, I said we should trade Joel Embiid. Gas, crowd gas. Uh-oh. What are you talking about? 10 years of Joel Embiid, he hasn't gotten past the second round. Look at the teams we've had. We've had Jimmy Butler. Now, I know we're laughing at Ben Simmons, but while he was here, he was a three-time All-Star, all-defensive. He was a good player. Something in that series something happened. But we had good teams. We had J.J. Redick. We had good bench. We had Jimmy Butler. Now we had James Harden. It's the same shit. What's the common denominator? We had mad coaches. What is the common denominator? Use your head, people. You're smart. You're smart. Sports PSP. What's up, man? What's up? What's next for Ben Simmons? Hey, 1, 2, 3 Cancun. That's what's next. Australia League. What's the team that everybody makes fun of? Dwight Howard plays for in China. The Shanghai Sharks.
Yeah.
Get your number 25 Shanghai Sharks jersey. No, he'll play for Brooklyn next year. Ben Simmons, in all seriousness, needs to prove to the world that he's just not some baby back bitch.
He's not going to do that because he is.
He is, right? But that's what I'm saying. I didn't say that's what he's going to do. I said what he needs to do.
Yeah.
That's what he needs to do. So what's next for him is literally a season of zero distractions, zero not leaving his team's group chats, not sitting out because his back hurts. You know what I'm saying? Like dumb shit like that. He just needs to man up. That's the bottom line for Ben Simmons. But yeah, I know you don't like hearing me say it. Trade Joel Embiid because his value right now will never be higher than it is. MVP season.
That is facts.
The Sixers have no prospects. We can't draft for shit. Just trade him. If you look at the packages that Rudy Gobert and Kevin Durant got, Joel Embiid is better than both of those players are right now. We could set our team up and get a really good. We can get an all-star player now and Matt. We can have all first-round picks, all of them from somebody. We can have them from somebody. And why would you not? If you're the Sixers and you're Daryl Morey, and I know you want your championship window to be now, but we have to look past Joel Embiid. Again, 10 years of the same shit. I don't know how many more head coaches you need. I don't know how many more all-star players you need on your team. I just don't know what else you need. Even when Brett Brown was here, we were winning 50-plus games when we stopped tanking. Like, the Sixers have been a good team. It wasn't like they've been fighting and clawing their way. They can't get past the Celtics in the second round. Like, they can't get – I don't know what it is, like a second-round barrier for this team. Trade Joel Embiid and just build a deep, well-rounded team. When's the last big team that led a team anywhere? Oh, this year, Jokic. Damn.
Yeah, well,
But
they
that
had
team
they have a great squad, and they obviously also had the guard. What's his name?
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray. He's nasty. So
Tyrese Maxey, Jamal Murray.
man, he could be.
Joel Embiid's not as good as Jokic. We've seen that.
Jokic is honestly, Embiid should just give his trophy to Jokic. Like that'd be the man thing to do.
It would be.
Like you deserve it. Like I shouldn't have won this.
Somebody said that he got the crybaby MVP.
No, honestly, you need to thank Henry Perkins for that.
The tide changed when Kendrick Perkins did that.
That's what I felt.
I can't believe Kendrick Perkins made it on ESPN. They fired Max Kellerman and Susie Colbert. Shout out to her. She's no longer doing Monday Night Football. They fired a bunch of people. Keyshawn Johnson. They canceled the Max Kellerman, Keyshawn radio show. Steve Waldman. Jeff Van Gundy was fired.
Mm-hmm. They're hiring, or they officially hired Doc Rivers, or I think they're thinking about hiring Doc Rivers.
I heard that.
That's
I like that. I don't hate that.
They're freeing up all that money for Shannon Sharp.
Yeah,
this is going to be Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith on ESPN all day.
And what's his name? The Pat McAfee.
Yeah, that's fucked
up.
Paid
him $80 million.
Pat McAfee. Sorry to say it, bud. You're a sellout.
Yeah, but also he just got 20 other guys fired, right?
Yeah. But his show, Barstool did that, right? The ESPN tried that with Barstool.
Yep.
And it lasted literally 3 days because their show changed so drastically.
Yep.
And it just wasn't them. Like Pat McAfee, I don't understand why you can't do what you've always been doing. You could get the bag from anybody and still do College Game Day and still do anything for ESPN that you wanted to do. Why are you selling your show to ESPN so they can change it? They're not. Your show is not going to be the same. You were dominating, streaming.
But also, like the same way some big companies are trying to figure out YouTube, ESPN's trying to figure out YouTube, right? Yeah. So we've witnessed it with some big companies in our own internal world. None of them can figure out what Pat did, right? So they're all paying top dollar right now to try to figure that out. So ESPN just wants those YouTube clicks right now. So that's what Pat's really there for.
Yeah, but you can't say shit on ESPN. Like you can't have any opinion. That's why the Will Canes are gone. That's why the Skip Baylesses are gone. That's why a lot of these. That's why they got JJ Redick. They told him, "Hey, you got to chill out, shitting on Stephen A. Smith every week. You gotta protect him." So now JJ Redick is leaning into whatever. But I just don't like the I just like the way ESPN does business. Sarah Walsh was forced to go to a college bowl game while she was pregnant. The kids stormed the field and bumped into her, and it caused her to get a miscarriage.
What?
And ESPN said, "Sorry," and put her back to work as soon as she, you're like, "Hey, you gotta." After you're done doing whatever that is,
take a couple days off.
According to ESPN policy, you got like 6 days.
Throw some dirt on it.
And she was like, "Fuck you guys," and so they fired her. So
that's crazy.
I was like, I'll never look at ESPN the same after that.
How is that not a suable thing?
It is. It sounds like. I mean, that's crazy.
Sounds like,
these companies, right? They give you this. They give you this thing. This whole stack of just 6-point font of fine print, and they use
sign this.
And somewhere on the 37th page on the bottom half, paragraph, it says we can fire you for any reason we want. We don't have to have cause. A lot of these places do those things. Steve Waldman's updating us. End of the 7th, still 5-4. Mets are still going to lose, and Steve Cohen's still on gas.
No.
What's up? I mean, can you even trust overly eager fans? Like the fans that are too supportive. Like, to me,
I think you can. That's the people you do trust.
Nah,
they're the ones that are riders, man.
Trust me, the objective phenotype. The fan that can tell your team, you fucking suck.
The truth tellers.
The truth tellers. So I got an argument with Sixers fans about Tobias Harris, and they're like, you're just one. This is how I know you're a loser. You go to my Facebook page, it says I live in Leland. They're like, you don't even live in Philly. How are you? Like, I was born 20 minutes from here. Like, fuck off. Like, I grew up here. I'm better. I was like, the fact that I am a objective fan who can say the team sucks. This is what we need to do. An objective fan is always a better fan than the overly positive fan. If you're going to sit there and tell me that you got to believe in this team, even though we're like 20 games under 500, hey, if we win this percentage of games, there's a chance we can make the playoffs, and it's not over until we're mathematically eliminated. No, it's over. It's fucking over. Haven't you watched the first quarter? Are you watching any of your versions of the games that I'm not watching? Like, look at what you're watching. It's over, dog. Like, we're not good.
It's like Thanos. It's balance. We need balance, man. You need both fans, because if everybody was like you, then nobody would go to the games. Like, it'd be like empty seats and stuff. I mean, nobody might buy any jerseys or give a fuck at all. So you need balance.
You want to know how you fix the Mets? You don't go to the fucking games. That's what you do need. That hey, Mets fans, stop going to the games. I get that they're $5 right now, and you want to take little Johnny to his first baseball game. You don't want to take him to see the Mets. How about that? Because then you're going to ruin baseball for him. By the way, this team is playing. He's like, this is a professional baseball team. It's junior varsity out here. These guys fucking suck.
Dad, why don't they send me out there?
Give me 10% of what they make, and I'll go out there. And I'm sitting there thinking, so I'm arguing with these guys. Tobias Harris, for example, you've heard it. Well, we got to trade Tobias Harris. His contract. Like, he robbed the team somehow. Like, he's not worth that. First off, you're worth what somebody's willing to pay. Okay? Period. Tobias Harris earned that money. However you feel about it. He plays 80% of our games, shoots 40% from the field. He had the second highest PER, player efficiency rating, for all you numbnuts out there. I wish I had some crayons. I could explain to you that it's the highest metric that professional sports uses in basketball to measure players' effectiveness. That's essentially what PER is. It's literally the most accurate statistical measure we have. He was second on the team, only to obviously Joel Embiid. In the playoffs, he had the second highest defensive rating, and I believe he had the fourth or fifth highest offensive rating, but it was still higher than James Harden and Tyrese Maxey. While also having to change his role multiple times over the course of the time he's been here. Everybody knows when Tobias Harris came from the Clippers, he was a mid-range assassin. He was basically prototype Jimmy Butler. He was the guy who give it to him on the elbow and he could create his own shot, like Sean Livingston, for those who remember him, before he tore his knee up and came back with Golden State. He needs to play like Sean Livingston. I am hoping to God that who's our coach? Nick Nurse gets that right for him, because that's his game. But Doc Rivers tried to turn him into a corner spot-up shooter, and he just stands there. Joel Embiid, 7'3" ass, taking isolation pick and rolls from the 3-point line, and everybody's just clearing out and watching him dribble. That's James Harden offense. That doesn't work.
Yeah,
we were so much better in terms of ball movement and getting multiple players involved when Joel was sitting out with James Harden too, because the ball was moving. Joel Embiid's game is not conducive to winning. The reason why Jokic is better is because Jokic takes what the defense gives him. If he can get away with standing at the 3-point line and knocking down threes, he'll do it. But if he sees a mismatch, and he'll kill people from the inside, or he'll create passive brothers. Joel Embiid don't do that. He wants the ball. He wants everybody to clear out. He wants to dribble between his legs and turn the ball over. That's all he fucking does. And it's annoying, but it's because he can score 45 points. People are so allured by the shiny things, they don't watch the entire game. Again, he's great, but the team, his philosophy needs to change for this team to be successful.
Well, I think we made that move with the coaching hire.
Yeah.
So that's why I would like to see the people back. I mean, I'd like to see the team back. I mean, it sucks that we're already missing some of these pieces I thought we would have back, like John McDaniels. I thought we would be able to get him back. Shake, I like him, but I don't mind losing him. Niang, I mean, he was pretty lethal from beyond the arc. But that's really all he could do. I mean, he was real sluggish on defense. So I mean, we're going to replace those kind of players, but it'd been nice to have John McDaniels still. And I'd like to see some more Jaden Springer, and I think we're going to see more of him this year.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty exciting.
I ain't gonna have no choice because
Yeah,
we have to keep Anthony Melton. That's the one.
Yeah.
guy.
At this point, definitely, we can't let all these pieces walk. Like, no, we have to keep Anthony Melton.
I don't know. He might still be under contract with us, but for another year or so. But yeah, I mean, for the Sixers right now, because there's not much movement, like the free agents are getting signed up. For us, even with trading James Harden, we're not going to get a team that's better than what we have.
Exactly.
So you might as well run it back. And then for all you to crybaby Tobias Harris haters out there, he'll come off the books after next season, and so will James Harden. You'll have 2 max slots, right? One will presumably go to Tyrese Maxey if he has another good year. The other will go to whoever can become available. I'm sure we can work. We can work on something. But the fandom of player, like people who don't understand how business works or how NBA contracts work, bothers me because you're punishing a guy for taking money that you would take. Like, so explain to me if you're gonna if somebody offered you to go do the job that you do, except hey, we're gonna pay you a lot more, right? You're not taking that job,
Obviously.
yeah. So like, why are you hating on Tobias Harris? He's offering you a bunch of money to do whatever.
That's what fans do.
You're gonna accept it because you perceive him to be a $15 or $20 million player as opposed to a $30 million player. Like, what sense does that make? That doesn't make any sense to anybody. So, I just don't understand Sixers fans. But Patrick Beverley is a good signing. He'll help the team. Who else? Well, that was it. That's basically all we had, right? Patrick Beverley.
To my knowledge, yes.
And so we're sitting there. Daryl Morey came out and said that he'll take his time. You know how long it took to trade Ben Simmons? 6 months. So you willing to wait 6 months into this thing to trade?
I mean, it's a lot of time. I think I'm hoping Harden comes around to just shutting up and playing and realizing when training camp starts that we have a good coach and a good leader that's going to actually have Embiid and everybody else playing a little bit differently. And if he runs, I mean, he's running away from his best chance. I mean, maybe outside the Clippers, because honestly, people are hating on seeing Harden and Kawhi and Paul George together, thinking, oh, it's a bunch of injury-prone players. But I really believe in their coach. I really believe in Tyronn Lue. So I think the Clippers could be successful getting Harden. So Harden going there would be pretty interesting. I think that's the best option for him, it being a good team and a good coach. But him going to Houston would be completely ridiculous. And there's not many other places that he could go to have an opportunity to win outside of staying here.
So the current Sixers roster is at point guard James Harden and Patrick Beverley, at shooting guard Tyrese Maxey, Anthony Melton, Jaden Springer, Korkmaz. At small forward, Daniel House, Tobias Harris. Tucker's our only power forward, and Joel Embiid is our only center. We have to re-sign Paul Reed. Figure that out.
Please
do.
Please.
And I don't even know why he's not on the team yet. Like, that would be somebody, to me, that'd be somebody that needs to be here. So I'm trying to look. Philly's asking price for Harden is extremely high, and the 76ers are prepared to wait for the most advantageous deal to accommodate Harden's trade request. So here we go. You know what that tells me? That tells me we have no intention of trading James Harden this year, period. Unless you blow us away with the deal, because Harden doesn't really have any leverage. Like, he can sit out, but that doesn't help him. Like that, I mean, you're getting old. You're just going to sit out and put a year on your body without, or do you want to go?
I guess his beef is that he expected the ownership and Daryl Morey to come to him and have like these crazy numbers just off the bat because, I don't know, he's Harden, I guess. But I don't know, it's a little weird that it seems like Morey didn't speak to him about contracts until like the day of free agency. Like I mean, or why wasn't there communication before then? I can get why he's upset, but it's not like they did him completely dirty. Like it was not like they were like kicking him to the curb. They want to keep him. They made it very clear they want to keep him. So come on, Harden. Like,
But they're also,
But also,
they got to protect themselves. No?
he took a pay cut last year,
Yeah,
to
That's
play.
what it is. That's
So
exactly
I
what
feel like he did
Yeah.
his part. They got to do their part, and also like I get it. Like some of those playoff games, you could place blame with Harden, but there's a few W's that
it was all him.
without him, it was all without
Yeah.
him, forget it. Like so it was Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type vibes with him, but I'd rather have Harden on the Sixers without him. There's too many question marks.
Yeah, unless you really get something in return, that's that's going to be played like some good
6'4"
playable
Mets.
pieces. Oh, there you go.
RBI
Right.
single by Starling Marte, one of my favorite Mets.
Nerlens Noel's only 29 years old. I could have swore he was older than that.
Who?
Nerlens Noel.
29. Yeah, bring him back to Philly. Why not?
Yeah, I'm looking at some free agents that are out there.
Yeah. Why can't Daryl Morey look at Denver and realize maybe depth? So this is what I said. I said, isn't Denver the blueprint for a team now, right? Like these top heavy teams that rarely work out. Denver has depth. I've said it for years. The Sixers need to focus on having a deep bench of 3-and-D guys. If you can get 2 to 4 or 3 or 4 reliable 3-and-D guys with the rotation of Embiid, Maxey, Harris, I'd be fine with that. So if you could flip Harden and get like 2 or 3 real rotational pieces. So let's look at the Clippers thing. If you can get Terrence Mann and I don't like Marcus Morrison. And who's the other guy they were trying to give us?
Norman Powell.
Yeah, I like him. I actually do like Norman Powell.
Yeah.
So if we can get Terrence Mann and Powell, and then if you want to throw in one of the Morris twins, I can't remember if Marcus is the good one or the bad one. One of them's good, and one of them's not good. Whatever one is good. I think it's Marcus. I think Marcus
he's the better one.
Marcus is so that's the guy. So I'd be cool with that. Marcus Morris are also a Philly native. The Morris twins are also Philly.
Exactly.
That'd be cool. But
That or the Delaware native, Bones Highland. That'd be
that'd be cool.
a great.
I love Bones Highland. But he's like an athletic. I don't know how he's a shooter, but he's like the type of athletic wing that the Sixers need. Like that's what Jaden McDaniels was supposed to be.
Exactly.
So I'm really upset. We didn't give him enough time, but you're going to sit there and tell me that it's coaching philosophy. That was the problem with the Sixers, whether it was Brett Brown or Doc Rivers. But then now you're going to bail on Nick Nurse, who has already won a championship with a one-star team. So, in Toronto in his second year as coach. Like, so obviously he knows how to coach one-star team. What was the advantage for that Raptors team? They were deep and they had a bunch of shooters and a bunch of guys who could play defense.
Yeah.
Get that. Focus on that. And that's the Sixers have tried the 2-star, the 3 stars, whatever they tried to do. That's over now. The super team era is over. You have your star player, build around him with shooters. That's what the Bucks did, right? The Bucks don't have 2 stars, all the superstars. Chris Middleton's not a superstar. He's a star player. He made the All-Star team once, so what?
Yeah.
I find it funny, like honestly, that we all get bit by the same snakes, whether it's Ben Simmons and Brooklyn and now James Harden with the Sixers. You know what I mean? Like they all wanted trades out. They all didn't want to play. It's like we can legit sit here and tell the same story in different roles.
James Harden, Paul George, and who else did they say? I think who's the other player? It was 3 players. They all requested trades 7 in the last 2 years.
Oh well, it's all the Nets guys. Like so, it's
Kevin Durant.
it's KD, Kyrie, and Harden. It's nuts. In the last 2 seasons, 7 trades between them.
That's right.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude.
Kyrie. There was like a half second where people in Philly were like,
Can't believe
Kyrie's thinking about joining Philly. I was like, please, God, no. Like that.
No, but also like I heard a lot of Philly, including Sean Brace, is like, well, what do we look like with them, right? Like kind of like, and it's that allure though. I mean, he's a baller. Like, when he's on the, I mean, he could definitely win you some games, but it's the baggage, right? And I'm shocked that Dallas picked him back up. That's remarkable.
That it does. Kyrie, I don't know how much more evidence you need that Kyrie is not going to help you. He's going to help himself. Period. Like, I don't care how great you are individually. We've had plenty of guys like that in the NBA that, yeah, you come in here, you are a wonderful player. That's great for street ball. You make the ESPN highlights. What have you done to help your team? What have you done? You hit a big shot for LeBron in the
Looks
chip.
like he won.
No, LeBron won in the chip, and he was lucky enough to get the shot. He went to Boston. It was awful. When LeBron wasn't there in Cleveland, he only won like 33 games by himself. How did the Boston thing work out? I mean, how did anything he's done, other than when LeBron was with him, work out for Kyrie Irving? He's not great. Sorry.
He's not great.
He's a good basketball player. He's not.
He's a great basketball player.
Oh, he's a great He's not a great NBA player. How about that? He's a great individual basketball player. He is not a great NBA star. He's not a great NBA player. You have to elevate your team. You have to be able to do it. He doesn't at all. He doesn't elevate anything but himself. And anti-Semitic documentaries. That's all he does, man. This guy, he's out of control. So Eric Gordon now is with the Phoenix Suns. That team is stacked too. They got
plenty of guards.
They have all the guards. They don't even. Somebody's like, oh, some idiot fucking guy that on. I shouldn't call it. That's Dwayne Marcus's guy. Some guy on Instagram that follows up.
Hey, you got to be careful, right? Like somebody that we know now, we've gotten that big, knows the guy we don't like.
Yeah. He said Phoenix is going to fail because they don't have a true point guard. I was like, they have Bradley Beal, KD, and Devin Booker. They're going to score 278 points a game.
Well, that's what we thought about. That's what we thought about the Brooklyn players. That's what I thought about the Brooklyn players. I mean, so much talent is like you can't lose, but in reality, he kind of has a point. I mean, who's running this? Yeah, who's running the show? Like, what do you mean? Like between Durant, because Durant's not a guy that should be taking the ball to the court like that. Like maybe a couple plays a game, like he's just in the zone, he comes up, but Devin Booker too, and Brad. I mean, I guess it'd probably be Beal. I mean, more than Booker and Durant.
But what's going to happen? We're gonna run pick and roll and get whatever one of those three open, and it's over.
That's a lot. There's a lot of players. That are great.
It's
great.
You don't need to run plays. Run pick and roll, and whoever's open will take your guy one-on-one. That's all you got to do. A lot of
it comes down to coaching, man. Like that's why. I mean, I think that's partly why the Nets didn't work out. You have to find a way to make players work together. Like, as long as you make the talent work together, it's going to work. But it's on the coach. It is 1,000% on the coach. You need a leader. You can't rely on Durant. Durant's definitely not a leader like that. Not to slight him, but he's not much different than Kyrie. For real, he's a great individual player, but he needs a team around him that's going to fall in a line. But it needs to be orchestrated by a coach or a true point guard as a coach on the floor. And these guys, all three of those players, are not coaches on the floor. Chris Paul is. He's not there no more.
That's going to help Golden State.
You're damn right it's going to help Golden State.
I hate it when people are like, this doesn't help Golden State. Why do you do that? I'm like, Chris Paul's one of the best players of this generation, top 10 in this generation. I don't know how you say he's top 5 point guard of all time. Even if he doesn't help you on the court, he'll help you off the court.
Yeah.
But he'll help off the court too. He'll help that bench unit. He's not going to start. He'll be off the bench, and he's going to lead the second unit. And
what you mean? Curry goes on the bench, and then here comes Chris Paul. How scary is that? It's like you nonstop all game there, worry about a guy that's going to be a wizard with the ball in his hands.
Get everybody involved.
Yeah.
That's
a little scary.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
I'm just want to let you know Apollo Creed carried Rocky through Rocky 1 and Rocky 2.
That's fair. I like the Creed movies, honestly, and I don't know. Sylvester Stallone for me never did it. I hate to say it.
Sylvester Stallone's overrated.
Yeah, but I liked how he tried to make it look as real as possible.
Yeah.
Right when he was getting those shots in his face and stuff. So,
that was crazy.
So
when he was getting those shots,
you got to give him the shot.
I haven't seen the Creed's movies at all yet.
They're great. They're great.
I don't like this last one with Jonathan Majors only because they rushed him. This guy went from jail to being the heavyweight champ in the span of 13 minutes.
That's all
He
right.
went from not having anywhere to live to living to this like luxurious LA condo. Like that movie with Jonathan, the storyline of it, how it was set up, because they spent basically the first half of the movie setting that up, which was great. The pace was great. But then as soon as it got to like, all right, he's out of jail now, everything went lightning fast. Like
Word.
they went from, hey, I'm out of jail, I'm trying to box again, to he fucking stole the belt from Creed and now he's the champ, and then he did this, he did that. It was like in movie time, I'm sure months, maybe a year, a couple years have passed. But in like screen time,
It was so quick.
it was like
Yeah.
that was his only fight.
Nah,
Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it was.
fair,
I
that's
was
fair.
like, what the hell is happening here? That
Yeah.
story arc should have lasted. That could have been 3 movies. by
I was
itself,
gonna say that. Yeah, you could have made it into its
and it
own,
would have been great. You could have.
and
the
maybe
arc-
they'll do that.
Yeah. What they should have done. Well, what they did was they had him training. Yeah, train Jonathan Majors' character, and then he beat somebody who was supposed to box for Creed's promotion. But like that could have been a movie. And then the second movie was, oh shoot, yeah, I'm back in the boxing game now. And then you start his arc of, man, I'm about to take Creed's life over. But he
Yeah.
did it in like a 30, 40-minute span.
Yeah.
And then
These
lost.
movie makers.
And then it was over. I was like, did something happen? Like where they had to like rush? Like
They're they probably had footage to make it longer, but it was just more so trying to cut the movie time down.
I heard Stallone's a little butthurt because like he's not really part of any of the Creed movies. Like
fuck 'em.
Yeah.
no, I get that, but like that Star Wars dude, like his argument is like what he was for Rocky is what the Star Wars guy, what's his name?
Mark Hamill.
No, the guy who created it.
George Lucas.
Yeah, like he feels like he should be the George Lucas of all these movies, and I was like, oh, that's kind of a fair point.
That's not fair.
It's not because you didn't make the movies.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
a damn
yeah,
actor.
Rocky.
Yeah, you're the actor.
yeah. I heard he stole it from somebody too.
Who, the creator or the
The
writer?
concept of Rocky, like Stallone stole it from a guy who
Oh.
like told him about it.
Oh, listen, I don't care what Stallone did. You're not the George Lucas of anything.
Yeah,
You were Rambo and Rocky. Like, get over it. Go start the Rambo franchise if you want to create something.
he bring that back too.
He
Like,
did.
didn't he have one?
It was
where,
like
he was,
it was like
old
last
and, like,
blood. Like, how much blood do you got?
Yeah.
You know how much last blood. That
Um,
Rocky. Hey, Stallone, go. You're doing reality TV now. Like, we don't. How about that?
And that's speaking of Star Wars, the Harrison Ford dude with his he keeps making those other movies. What is it? Indiana Jones.
I never got into Indiana
Ding,
Jones.
ding, ding, ding,
I-
ding.
I remember as a kid, like I obviously know about India, but I tried to watch it as an adult, and I was like, this.
I've never watched one. I just
neither.
know like everybody did the where the ball chases them down and stuff like that, like from The Simpsons, The Family Guy. Like-
He's a treasure hunter. I get it. It's like I get
Right.
the concept. It's just I watched one and I said, and it was like the one. It was like a good one. Like it was like the
There's a good one.
yeah,
was
the Raiders of the Lost Ark is like the main. That's like the main one people go to. It's like the
Also,
main-
wasn't there like a racist one where like a little Asian guy or
yeah,
something?
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah,
That's it.
his little fucking like Tintin or some shit. I don't know what the fuck his name was. Some shit like that.
Oh no!
No, so I just found out that I always used to say "Open Sesame." It's open says a me.
No,
Yes.
no.
No, what? It's Open Sesame,
No.
like
It's
Sesame
open
Street.
says-
Western civilization. Which you know how they make fun of like they'd be like, oh, Chinese people like they'd be like, oh, hello. You know, I didn't. I'm just saying. That's what they do.
Mind you,
But
you're Korean, so you're allowed to
I'm
be
allowed
Asian.
to. I am
You're allowed to
I am
be Asian.
25
Yeah,
I'm
to be
25%
fair, like-
Korean, so fuck off, y'all.
Yeah.
So, but I can't remember. I can't remember the movie. It was an old black and white movie. It was like Pirates of something, but somebody had the subtitles, and that's it's. So it's like Western civilization making. You know, like they used to draw the cartoon characters all fucked
Yeah.
up. That's their like. That's how they interpret those people. So they were talking weird. It's open says of me, like you open on my command.
Says me.
Says me, open says me, but they were like open says of me, like, and people took
It's
that
a meatball.
basically. It's
Yeah.
like that. So I found that out, and it blew my mind. I said, no way. So I went to the movie they said it was and put on the subtitles, and the fuck it said. I
Dang.
said, you son of a bitch.
Yo, you You remember as kids when South Park got big, like they were like, if you put the subtitles on, you could hear what Kenny's really saying. Like when it was just going down South Park, going to find some friends of mine, and he'd be like, "Meh, meh, 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 meh." Like apparently, like if you put the subtitles on, it would say what he was saying.
That's bullshit.
It was bullshit. Like be like, yeah, can we put the closed caption on? Why? Because I'm hard of hearing. I was like, huh?
Alibaba and the 40 Thieves is where that.
Alibaba was them 40 thieves, Jebediah had 1,000 tails.
What?
Aladdin's overrated.
I like the Will Smith one. I thought that out of all these live action things, I felt like that was legit. I enjoyed it, and I also like that they did the same thing that the animated thing did, where he also plays the narrator. You know, because like a lot of people didn't peep that Robin Williams was also the narrator.
He was the old dude in the beginning.
Yeah,
that started. Yeah, that was Robin Williams. So, I don't like animated versions of cartoon movies. Like I don't like
the
Disney.
live action. Yeah, they all suck. That's the only one that's close to like being digestible.
I liked Mulan. They did the live action Mulan
because they made it different.
They made it different.
Yeah,
and I did like the live action Jungle Book.
But also they had to make it different because you couldn't be like, "Oh, make a man out of you." Yeah. You know, like it was such a sexist. Mulan was so sexist and.
Well, you're talking about Disney, like.
Yeah, but also that, facts.
But I don't. You get the Mario movie, right? It's like it's fully animated. Like make that. Like they make the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Why is he in the real world? Why do you need to do that? That's stupid.
I get that, but I would argue that those Sonic, especially Sonic 2, I enjoyed more than the Mario movie.
That's because Tails was in it.
Yeah, and Knuckles. Yeah.
I didn't see the second one.
Jim Carrey was good. It was really good.
By the way, Me, Myself, and Irene, super underrated Jim Carrey movie. It's top. Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's underrated. Yeah. Super underrated. Probably a top 5 Jim Carrey movie in my personal record book is Me, Myself, and Irene. We watched it at the Firehouse the other day, and I forgot how funny that movie was.
It is great.
It's great. And so is Tropic Thunder. We watched that too. Can't make that movie today.
No, you can't make that movie at all.
You can, but
like it was made. Even like a huge fan of Kenny Powers. He's Bound and Down.
Oh,
like, dude, that. Yeah, but watch it now, you'll cringe a little bit. It will definitely make you pucker.
I cringe at nothing. I love it.
Yeah, I get that, but you're not going to be like, this wouldn't be canceled. Like, it absolutely would be.
Well, that's what it's on Showtime, wasn't it? Or was
it was, yeah,
HBO?
Showtime. HBO.
They get away with a lot of shit on them.
They do, but not like this anymore.
Yeah,
like they're not doing that.
That was funny.
We live in a world where Desmond Bain can sign a 5-year, $207 million contract.
Yo.
And you want to complain about Tobias Harris? It's stupid idiot.
For real.
But I was trying to, like, a lot of people get hung up on Lindor's contract. And I was just like, what are we talking about? That's going to be the norm. Yeah. And, like, in all sports, not just baseball, like, with these TV deals and just the fact that, you even have companies buying the podcast rights to some of these players. Like, you're going to see this more and more. The money's just going to keep piling up, and we're going to be like, oh, but that guy only got $300 million. People talking about Ohtani not getting $70 million. Like, he's a pitcher and he's a hitter. Like, he's the best pitcher in the league and he's the best hitter. Like, of course he's going to get that.
He should get double.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what did Judge get and what did, like, Max DeGrom get?
Added together.
Yeah, added together.
That's what his contract should be.
Exactly.
He should be the first $1 billion contract.
I think he's going to be. I wouldn't be shocked.
They had talked to an anonymous AL executive, and they said, yeah, the Dodgers are going to offer Shohei 11 years, $550 million. And he said, too low.
Mm-hmm. Too low. If you divide it, that's like $45 million a year.
He needs 80.
Yeah. 70 to 80 million
dead.
and
ass.
I think
40.
it's only going up. It's
I need-
only
I
going
need
up.
40 for being a pitcher, and I
Yeah.
need 40 for being a batter.
He's on pace to out hit Judge in home runs from last year. Like it's just
He's leading the league in home runs
and
this year, is
he
he not?
pitches.
Pitches, he pitches. Yeah,
pitches,
that guy double.
My man pitches.
That's crazy.
He I need what will get him to $1 billion? Like 11 years, 12 years, at 80 million a year?
11, 80, yeah, would definitely.
That's what
That's crazy. That's
Mike
crazy.
Trout's trying to convince him to stay with the Angels. Like, what is he gonna do? Like, what type of contract are they gonna offer him?
I don't
Like,
get this. So the Dodgers, the Yankees will never do that shit. The Mets will never do that shit. It's the Dodgers. And it's only-
he wants the West Coast too. He loves that type of temperature. He loves that. Yeah. So,
See, but before I thought he only chose that. He wanted an AL team
yeah,
because at the time he
Whole
wanted to pitch.
DH.
But now that it's universal, you don't think
Yeah.
that will open things up for him?
it will. But again, the concept that the Yankees and Mets and even the Red Sox have noticed is we have to sell him on our location as well. Like he's not a fan of the fact that it snows here.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
I'm
gonna
with
be
you.
real
I'm
with
with
you.
you. I'm with you.
Yeah, he likes the West Coast type treatment. So we have to kind of
And not for nothing, and this is not like he's closer to Japan.
well, also like if he missed the start, yeah, of course, like yeah, he's closer to home.
Home to the Dodgers.
But
100%.
yeah, I feel like it's the Dodgers. Like I really do. It's still a high end team. It's the Lakers of baseball type thing, and I could definitely see him.
He deserves it, man. Like he deserves to go to a team that's not the Angels that have known to just waste talent away. How many playoff wins does Mike Trout have? One, right? He's
Yeah,
only won
I
one
think
playoff
one-
game.
yeah.
One game. He hasn't won a
They
series.
show the highlights because he really won that game. That's himself.
Yeah.
So I crack up and they're like, "F it, Mike Trout highlight playoff." highlight.
So he's only won one game. He's never won a series. So
Damn.
I mean, he's supposed to be the best player in baseball.
I don't. And he's also a huge Eagles fan. I'm shocked he's staying over there for the rest of his career. The fact that he's going to convince Ohtani to do the same,
No,
and
Otani.
the Mets just won.
Otani is swag. He's out of here, man. He's like, nah, fuck this shit. I came here to win.
Met fans.
Oh,
are
yes.
nuts.
Oh, kid.
Oh no, it's
Ty,
not.
give us your top 5 sounds on that soundboard in order.
In
Just
order.
playing. Just playing.
That
Hold
was
on.
the 8th inning. Game's still going on. These fans are going nuts. Like they just won the '86 World Series.
Yeah, it was because we sucked for like 20 years.
Yeah. Undefeated in July right now, folks. Let's go.
Asshole. 2 Americans, man.
Now a neat play by Cole to get the puck to Killorn, and he backhands it down the ice. Is that you?
Number 4.
Pettersson.
Okay, I don't really know. Okay, maybe this one. Oh, yeah, it's good.
Clock, 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 clock. Nice.
Yeah, or just like
Number
at
3.
the end, he's like, nice.
Nice. Number 3.
Hmm.
You know, go with
I
that.
don't even know.
Ow.
I am frustrated and I am miserable.
Miserable.
That's not even the one. That was the one. It was the other one we making that noise. Which one is that? Oh, the meltdown?
Yeah.
What-
Sean breaks his meltdown on the air.
What was that meltdown for?
I don't know. He just randomly just did
randomly.
it.
Something tells me that's-
Poor John Chance. It was at the end of that. Was just like, all right, are
Yeah,
you
what do you do
okay?
with that? What do you do with
Did
that?
you take a stroke? Like, yeah,
Number 2.
You gotta give us a shot.
yeah, that's our
Number
guy.
1.
Give them a shot to do what?
Yeah.
Classic.
But
sound.
honorable mention, you got to go down to the owl, John Sterling owl. He gets hit by a baseball. Hit him right in the face.
Oh, the guy who's sitting there
Yeah.
on the broadcasting.
He's like,
yes.
ow,
How does that happen?
ow.
How does that, what
And
was
then
that?
he goes, it just grazed me. You remind me of, you ever see Halloween with LL Cool J? Like, and you thought he was killed?
Busta Rhymes.
No, Busta Rhymes also in one too.
LL Cool
But
J
they're
was in Halloween.
in Halloween 30, I want to say.
Holy
Look it up. Look up LL Cool J. And
Halloween
Yo.
30.
it showed that he was killed. And like Carl and I sat there and like sat. And at the end, he's on the phone with his girl, and he's like, "Yeah, the bullet just grazed me." And we're like, "Yo, we celebrated like our team just won the championship."
Oh, shoot. Yeah, he's a security guard.
Yes, and he gets shot, and you're like, "He's dead."
Yeah.
Like they showed him dead, and then at the end of the movie, it's like one of these caveats, like, and I think it was back when people realized that a lot of these Halloween or haunted movies would kill the black person. Yeah, like, okay, you could be on your thing, but we're gonna kill you. Like, So they finally dispelled that rumor by killing him and then having him come back at the end on his cell phone and be like, "Yeah, baby, I'm alive. The bullet just grazed me."
I was like a post credits thing. That's
Yeah.
funny. That's hilarious.
But Carl and I celebrated like it was like the 1969 Mets or something. Like,
You surprised the Sharks in Deep Blue Sea too. So.
right. So I think it was like they were just trying to create, I don't know, maybe that's the role. Like, I'll be in your haunted movie, but I ain't dying. And they're like, "Huh?"
Yeah, I'm Lady Love School James. I'm not dying off of the shit. Kidding me? All right. Happy hours open in 4 minutes, so we're going to promote some things here.
Okay.
4th of July, July. 4th of German.
I like 4th of German.
Into German's Day.
German.
Into German Day.
We're going to be here that's going to be a special edition of Stuff About Sports. Bert will be here.
Ooh.
So we're going to do it live in studio. Bert and friends. Mike, maybe Todd, maybe not. Corey, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Who knows?
Maybe
I'll
more.
be here.
I'll be here.
Mike will be here.
I'll be here.
Yes. 4th of German. How could you miss a 4th of German?
Yeah.
I mean, that's blasphemy.
It was blasphemy. So we're going to be here. And then Friday, we have The Divide Live with Mike and Corey.
We do.
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
on Fox Sports The Gambler, iHeartRadio,
Mhm.
102.5 FM in Philly, 104.1 FM in Trenton.
Mhm.
You're going to get a little Goat Talk with Marcus, I believe, on Wednesday. And then Thursday, you should get some JT and the Don. And you can find all that at www.givesashot.network, because I just realized, guys, the new website, the site that Ty gave us, the live stream plays directly on our website and automatically uploads to that first screen live.
Yeah.
Wait until it's over. So now, instead of sending people to YouTube, I'm just going to send people to our website. It's
That's
easier.
awesome.
So
Smart.
it is smart. It is smart.
It's Marcus Smart.
It is Marcus Smart. Is he going to dye his hair blue? He has to, right?
I guess he has it, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's like a part of the thing.
Ben Simmons. I can't believe Sports PSP told us Ben Simmons.
Bum Simmons.
What else are we promoting? We have a minute left in the half.
We have fastbreak.coffee.
Fastbreak.coffee. Promo code Get My Fix for a little free shipping.
Mets just hit a home run. I think it was Pete Alonso.
Watch this. The game's over.
No, yeah, I messed up.
Look, guys, I
I messed up.
That's why he's the supervisor.
I'm going to kick this crate. And by kicking this crate in this broadcast.
Oh, speaking of Mets, you have a new T-shirt.
Oh, we do. We still believe. Ted Lasso version of our Believe shirt, and we do believe. And I think that we're undefeated in July right now, and we need some love. It's not. It ain't over, baby. So
It's
get some Believe. Tape it to your chest. Go to giveusashot.network. Check out our new shirt. We'll cut this up and make it into a nice little promo for that. But yeah, Pete Alonso just hit a dinger. So look, they had to give something away. I think it was like a bobblehead or something. But that crowd right now is popping in Citi Field. So if we could keep that up in July, you never know. You never know. But most people do know it's over. But it's not.
It's probably only 100 games left.
Yeah. No.
100
Yeah.
games left.
Check out that shirt. Look at that thing. That thing's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Nice job.
Believe shirt, Ted Lasso, $25. Thank you for joining us
believe.
for happy hour. Todd, give us a random sounder in the last 10 seconds of the show.
Swing, volantazo duro, Daros se la tiene, Daros en la primera, perfección, Domingo Germán, San Pedro de Macorís, República Dominicana, el cero del uniforme, y ese es el total que se le pasaron, 0-0, perfección.